Hi everybody. Today we're going to create a found object assembly sculpture inspired by the artist Louise Nevelson. Take a look at the art webpage to discover more about this artist and see a work of art that they created. Let's create together a found object assembly sculpture, and I'm going to talk about the materials that you're going to need for this project. One item would be a shoebox. It could be any shoebox, or if you don't happen to have a shoebox, it could be a takeout container that you no longer need, that's trash that you clean. Any little container that you can put stuff in will work really just fine. The other things would be, for this project, are found objects. It could be anything. It could be stuff that you find outside. It could be things from in your house. Whatever catches your eye. Somebody once told me one man's trash is another man's treasure, and that's kind of the theme, I guess, for this project. So my particular items I found were just art items, but again, this could be anything you have, but just make sure you check with your parents that it's not something that you shouldn't have. So here are some things that I found. Empty crayon box. This is an empty glue container, empty paint container. Then we got an old sponge brush, some painter's tape. Here's a eraser, a container of paint, Crayola marker that doesn't work, Sharpie that doesn't work. I have an old paintbrush. Here's another old paintbrush, a pencil, a colored pencil, and here are some crayons. So I kind of went with the theme of art materials, but you could do whatever you want, whatever catches your eye. So those are my found objects I'm going to be putting inside my box. And once you get everything kind of organized in your box the way you like it, then you're going to glue them down. And I happen to have some Elmer's glue that I'll be using to glue my objects down. Once everything's glued down in my box and it's dry, then I'm going to come back and paint it. Now you may not have this, so if you don't have paint, it's okay, don't worry about painting it, but I happen to have some spray paint that I had laying around at home. You can use that. If you do use spray paint, make sure that you ask your parents to get permission and do this part with your parents, or have them do it for you. And it has to be in a well ventilated place, and I recommend outside, like on the grass or something of that. And you'll see that clip a little bit later. So those are the materials that you're going to need to create this project. Make sure you're outside in a well-ventilated area. Put some paper down in the grass. And I would recommend having your parents help you with this part. If you have some spray paint, you got to shake it up. If you don't have any spray paint, you could just leave your project like this and it'll be finished. But if you got spray paint, I test it in an area first, make sure it's working. Know which way the wind's blowing, the wind's blowing this way, don't stand over here. Yeah, the wind's blowing this up, so you want to be on this side so you don't get paint on you. And then you're gonna spray your objects inside. Want to make nice even strokes kind of back and forth. Might turn the box a little bit. Get it from this side. Pretty much done. You don't want to overspray because if you do, it'll start pooling. Just enough spray to cover it so you can't see any of the writing left on the objects. I think that's good. This is my finished found object sculpture.